Now let's get into the new monitor light bar that I'd like to share with you that claims to also work well with curved monitors. So the batteries are for the remote control, not the actual monitor light bar, don't worry. It comes with a USB-C to USB cable and a little manual. I'm not sure what these are just yet, but we'll figure that out soon. So monitor light bars always come with a heavier base just so that they can balance properly on your monitor. This one's quite heavy. Here is a first look at it out of the box. It's like a nice matte black. It's not the smoothest thing in the world, but I also don't want it to be very smooth and slippery because then it won't kind of snap into place and hold properly. So that's okay. Also, this isn't like a $300 monitor light bar. This is a very affordable option, so I'm not expecting the most incredible $500 quality ever, right? So I've actually used a more expensive monitor light bar than this. It was nowhere near this quality. So out of the box, I'm impressed, but of course we need to see how this works. Oh, this is actually kind of interesting. So there's a little bit of a lip. I can stick my nail in between. I'm not sure. I think that's just for the tactile or the haptic feedback so that you get a really nice click. Okay, so open the bottom cover. It looks like you press down and this pops open. Before I set this up, I'm going to quickly read just some specs that are on the box. So it says, of course, wireless remote, manual stepless dimming, asymmetrical light source. You have a lamp length of 1.7 feet. Here is your color temperature range. We have adjustable brightness from 5 to 100%, 5 watts. I saw something, I think it was a manual that said about lumens, 285 lumens. This is my beautiful monitor. It is the Alienware AW3420DW. There is a newer version that is OLED. Mine is the version before that. I love it. It's great. It's curved. Like I mentioned, I've never been able to find a monitor light bar that fits this. So hopefully this is a winner because I always had to like put double-sided tape on here or here so that it properly balances at the back of my monitor because I've had so many that just fall and ended up actually sitting and resting on the screen because my monitor is rather thick. Okay, so this is adjustable in the sense that you can change the width or the depth of this. Pull this out so that it snaps properly into your monitor. The remote is working. I'm going to spin it a little bit more out so that it doesn't quite so much on my monitor shelf. I do have a really deep desk. It is 70 by 30 inches, so naturally I am going to get a bit more light directly under the monitor instead of like, let's say, on my keyboard. So other monitor bars that I've had, it kind of gradually fades on, but this one is a very quick, snappy turn on and off. Okay, so one short press is obviously to turn it on and off, and then a long press for 5 seconds flashes the light once and turns on the lamp's timer for 2 hours. So if you want to change the color temperature from cool to warm, you need to rotate the top plate. So right now it's cool, let's do warm. And then if you want to dim and work with the brightness, you turn the base. So we'll go back to color temperature. That is warm. And that is cool tone. The difference between the Quntis monitor light bar and a competitor's. So here's a competitor's dial. It literally just comes apart in my hand. I've been having so many issues with the bottom cover for some reason, so I just kind of deal with the fact that it will come off. But this is like hollow, cheap. You can tell, you can hear it when I'm just moving it around. And there's none of that. It feels well made. It's got more weight to it, and it just has nicer build quality in general. Definitely prefer this dial. I also really like the fact that there's a top turntable and the base. I've never seen one where the color temperature is controlled on a completely different little turntable. Turntable's on the top, upper cover plate. So it's really cool. I typically like to keep my little remote controls down here, just so they're still right out of the way, not on my main space, but still in a very reachable spot. In terms of how well it fits my curved monitor, I will definitely agree that it does. I also really like that it comes up quite high so that it doesn't interfere at all with my screen. I'll give you a little preview of what it looks like from the back. Really nice clearance. Definitely fits a curved monitor. So many other ones will be all the way back here with their light and will actually shine light onto my monitor and like right here, where at least this comes out quite a bit. Little tip for cable managing this, you can just stick a piece of double-sided tape right underneath and stick it to the base, and that's it. It won't stick up like this anymore. So far, I'm really enjoying this. I love the quality. I think it's great, especially for the price. I have seen some super expensive monitor light bars that are essentially the same thing, just maybe a bit lighter, but I really don't think you need to splurge to have a good monitor light bar. They all essentially do the same thing, but you really want to make sure you find one that fits your monitor properly and still provides the amount of brightness that you need.